All right, my wife made a little makeshift thing down here in the basement. I got a little gaming setup now. I guess being upstairs, maybe annoyed her a bit. Using an unfinished basement, not the best, but hey, what also was not the best was Toronto losing 5-1 to Seattle, but does it really matter? Do we really count it? Did anyone really watch the game? I know I didn't watch it live. I watched it this morning because my son gets up really early. Got up at like 4 a.m., so that was fine. Turn on the game while he played, and Leafs looked good in the first period. It was like 10 or 11 shots to 1 at one point, and at that time you're like, they're going to get scored against, aren't they? And they did, because that's the way it goes. And then what happens after that? If you know the Toronto Maple Leafs, they get scored against, and of course they score. They get a 4-minute power play. Matthews, Marner, Tavares scores. I think it was the 16th or 17th of the year. Good, 1-1. Leafs are out playing him. Nope. 8 seconds after that, in the second period, obviously this happens. 8 seconds after, Seattle scores and scores and scores and scores. They're up 4-1. They win 5-1 because they score again in the third. And the big thing coming out of it is it time to panic? I had a friend say, are we panicking about the goaltending already? I listened to Steve Dangle today, and he said, give it about another week, a handful of games. Sure, I think I'm siding with like the Steve Dangle thing. Like, wait a few more games and see if we can get out of this rut. You're gonna go through a lull. This is the Leafs lull, especially the goaltending. They can't make a save, but the defense in front of them isn't very good either. Which begs the question: why is Connor Timmins out of the lineup? And get him back in. Who comes out? Morgan Riley comes back, and he's an offensive defenseman, but gosh darn it, he does not look good in his own zone. He doesn't look good getting back. He's getting caught on pinches and rushes, and what do we do? And then with that, Liljegren's ice time is diminished. Sandin's ice time is diminished. Sandin was on the number one power play unit until they went all five forwards. Riley comes back, takes that spot again. Sandin doesn't get as much ice time. He's not as confident with the puck. It just, it seems like when there is more pressure on him, as in he was given more opportunity, he excelled. Liljegren, same. And then Riley comes back in and they have to remesh again, and that's how I'm going to put it. Like, he's got to find his footing. He was out for a long time. The guys have to figure out where they're going to fit in that lineup. It's good that you have a plethora of defense now. Plethora, you got like 7. Oh, well, Mete and Ben. Okay, 9 guys that can play in the NHL. But what do you do? So it's gonna take some time to figure that out. Leafs forward group. The big thing was, can you believe the Leafs kept Kerfoot instead of McCann? It's already happened, guys. It's happened. Did I want to keep McCann? Yes. Would I have put Kerfoot and Hall up there and say pick one? Yes. I really like Hall right now. So, yeah, normally I don't. But, as long as he plays simple hockey, I'm fine with Justin Hall. Maybe Timmins gets in and Giordano gets some rest. I'm not really sure. Talk with my hands a lot, but it's just not showing. I don't know what the play is for Toronto. Just a big question for those who watch this. Do you prefer the Riley-less Leafs lineup? Would you prefer no Riley and saving $7.5 million? Do you have to trade an asset like a Sandin or a Liljegren to get that top 6 forward that can fill in there with Marner and Tavares? Yarncroaks look fine there, to be fair. He's like a point per game. But you can then have him later down in the lineup. You have more options there. I don't know. Are you worried about the goaltending? Joseph Woll's doing really well in the AHL. It's just lots of questions. But again, at the same time, it's like game, 39, I think? We're only halfway through the season. Leafs are still a top 5 team. Second in their division. They're going to stay second or third in their division. Them and Tampa are going to keep flip-flopping. They're going to play each other in the first round. We know this. So it's more like, let's build a team to beat Tampa Bay, because that's who you're probably going to face. Most likely, like 98% if you make the playoffs. That's how it's going to look like. So, I don't know. Comment down below your thoughts. The game-wise, Toronto started out hot. They were crap in the second period. Nothing really happened in the third. Leafs lose. Murray needs to make a save. When Samsonov comes in, he needs to make a save. What's the play? who starts on Saturday, who's in the lineup, who's not, what the lines look like. I don't know. I think you get Timmins in there, maybe you rest Gio. See what happens. Anyway, that's it for me. This is going to be a short one. What is it? Ooh, only like 5.5 minutes. I got some NHL 23 to play. Try that out. And, yeah, see how it goes. Look at that. Got Leafs behind me. Look, blue curtain. Anyway, take care, everyone. Have a great weekend. Leafs going to win the next one. Go Leafs, go.